Good morning, everyone. This is Jay with another commutational vlog. I call it commutational vlog because it sounds crazy. And yeah, I was a little bit late because I was, as you see, weather is shit outside. I was watching another caster's cast because on Africa, global Africa, there's like another drama going on, and so I was like curious what it's all about again. And yeah, we have these dramas. We have these dramas going on global Africa. So Kaylee and Sadaki were fighting. Yeah, funny thing, but you don't need too much details on that. And like the interesting thing was Sadaki was telling about he watched the Alcon cast. The Alcon is the Korean Africa like investor relation broadcast. Since it's a broadcasting company, they broadcast like what's going on with the company, the quarter numbers, how the business is going and stuff like that. It's quite interesting. So if you're interested in like business and companies, stuff like that, definitely watch that. Go to globalafrica.com. Go to africa.tv, right? Sorry, africa.tv, and search for hashtag Alcon, ALCON. And that's quite interesting to watch. It's like 1 hour and a half something. I didn't watch it. Sadaki told earlier that he was watching it. And yeah, the CEO announced the merger between Global Africa and Korean Africa, and that's quite interesting because I was always telling why did they split up firsthand, right? And so this is quite an interesting topic, I think, because now that they split up the companies, they're trying to merge it back together. And Sadaki's right, because many of the DJs went for YouTube because Africa changed their behavior. They were like trying to make even more money and stuff like that. So it was about like not branded content, but yeah, branded content basically. So like the broadcaster, so BJ is broadcasting jockey, right? BJ. And so this is about how the broadcasters can present like sponsored stuff or things like that. And it wasn't allowed on Korean television for partnered BJs. Partnered means that they get like special payout rates and stuff like that. So a normal broadcaster like I can present everything he wants on the cast as it complies with the rules. So basically nudity, racism, stuff like that is forbidden. But I could present products, right? So in that regard, I'm free to do what I want. But if I would be a partner BJ, get special listings, special payout rates, stuff like that. So if I want to earn more money, I actually would want to become a partner BJ. But then of course different rules apply to my broadcasting. And yeah, a lot of very famous broadcasters left Africa. So they left the site and they took the viewers with them, obviously. So yeah, Africa is trying and struggling to get back to its good shape. And yeah, now they're trying to accomplish that, and they're trying to find a way. And since they are yeah, I mean, there's like Twitch has a lot of viewers, and YouTube is like the biggest player. And YouTube is the biggest player, but there was no streaming on YouTube. And now YouTube is adapting the streaming, but obviously YouTube streaming is as good as Africa or Twitch, right? So from the standpoint of technology and concept, Twitch and Korean Africa is like the best, right? Twitch is the best for gaming, and the Korean Africa in my eyes is the best when it comes to not social streaming, but like broad contents, right? Like gaming, cooking, financial consultation, sleeping, yeah, all the stuff you would do on stream that does not regard gaming, then I think Africa would be the number one streaming platform. So like they invented it, streaming, it's social streaming, singing, norebang, stuff like that, right? So these are things that are quite popular in Korea, and they invented it. They have like the best concept for sponsoring, giving presents to the broadcaster, stuff like that, right? And I was always wondering why they split up the global one, but when I entered the Korean one, I realized because the Korean viewership is, I don't want to say racist, that's maybe the wrong term, but they're like, Koreans are like very self-centered when it comes to nationalities, right? So when I stream, they come and say, oh, are you American? Because that's the first thing that comes up. They never think of the fact that I could be streaming from Switzerland. That's like the least obvious idea for them. And their style of interacting with the VJ is sometimes quite annoying, because they're like asking. It's like you would be a dictionary. They ask you anything, like that kind of curiosity. And sometimes you have to tell them, well, man, I'm not Korean. It's quite unpolite what you're doing, and they don't realize, right? And yeah, they have a different style. And Sadagi was saying, Sadagi was, like saying they are racist in that way, that they are curious, but when they lose their interest, they abandon you because, you're not Korean, right? So it's like if you're going into the zoo, they check you out. Oh, interesting, funny. And if it's not funny anymore, then they don't come. And he was like giving a nice speech to everyone to prepare for the fight against Korean, because the global side is like the core people on the global side. Maybe 300 to 500, I would say, at most. Like there's constantly people coming and going, right? Or like the core broadcasters, it's like maybe 20 to 30 people actively broadcasting, coming back to the site, setting up stream, and that got even worse, right? So last year there was like a lot of people streaming. Nowadays it's like, when I am on the side, like in the morning time or evening time, I can see like typically 3, 4, 5 people I know. They would actively stream. Many people just to random streams, like from time to time they stream something. And when I started with that last year, I was like aiming for streaming constantly at 7 o'clock, which is very exhausting. I can tell you it's exhausting. And coming up with content, like Sadaki said, you have to have content. Coming up with content every day, that's really hard, right? Because then it's like a job. You would have to sit down and think of content, but if you want to do that, you would have the need of earning money because you're investing too much time. And on Global Africa, you can't earn money on Global Africa, not for a living. Maybe you will get out a nice dinner or something. I have like, I don't know, a couple of 100 stars. I need to check that out. I don't even have that much that I can cash it out, right? On Korean, the same thing. When I started, I got many stars, and then I revealed that I'm a dentist, and like from that moment, I stopped getting stars in Korea. So new people come, they like me, they give me stars, and when they know me, they stop giving me stars, right? Because they think, yeah, he's dentist, he's rich, he doesn't need stars. And I don't see stars as a means of making a living, but it should be a means of. It's like on the street when someone plays good music, you toss a coin, right? You should motivate the artist. Let's call it an artist, because basically it's an art to entertain people. So you have to motivate them. You have to show them appreciation and tell them, yeah, what you're doing is good, right? So typically when I start, and that's something that is even, Korean viewers are more used to that. They enter stream, they like it, they push the like button. They're like trained to push the like button. On Global Africa, no one pushes the like button. So sometimes you come in the stream, there's like 20 people watching it, and you see 0 likes. That would not happen in a Korean stream. So yeah, this is hard. And the question is, when we merge, I think like the global family, I call it global family because it's like so few people, everyone knows each other, that will be destroyed. And that always makes me think of, why is there no one making a streaming platform that works like in the concept of like a village, right? So you have like always like 500 people in one village, and you can make like a village cast, like for your close community, and you can make like a global cast, so that you can aim for like the close party and the big audience. Because sometimes there are things you don't want to share with the big audience, maybe just like communicate with each other, and that's easier with the small community. That's why many stick with the global one, because it's like family wise. Alright, I'm at the parking lot. No need to rush. And thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, do whatever you want. And if not, tell me why not. And yeah, see you soon.